Text me and I'll text you back. Text me and I'll text you back. Text me and I'll text you back. You text me then I'll text you back. Text me then I'll text you back. TikTok, you don't stop. I will help you make your paper stack. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at now? 205-964-52439. You know. 205-964-52439. You know.
Good evening. Welcome to Flippinar 260. We are live on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Twitch, on all of those platforms. Matter of fact, we're on Facebook 3 times. Some of you all just received a text message announcing our arrival. So it's real simple here. If you want to get pushed to the front of the line and get your questions answered ahead of everyone else, get multiple questions answered, text the word Gator to the number 205-964-5243. Text the word Gator to this number 205-964-5243. The playlist, if you're trying to get like a consolidation of the videos that'll get you going in the right direction for free on how to do this, which is wholesaling houses, text VIP to the number 205-964-5243. Zomps, if you're trying to use Zillow, which is the Google of residential real estate, to turn that into a weapon for you to find deals and make more money, text ZZ, zebra, text ZZ to the number 205-964-5243. And before we turn it over to AP, do this. Subscribe to the channel by selecting this button here. Once you subscribe to the channel, tap the little bell, select all, so you now are alerted whenever we upload new videos like this one and when we go live daily. So now we don't ask for much. It's a gentleman's agreement that we share free game so you can feed your family, change your life forever financially. Just hit the subscribe button. But there's another step. Select the bell, because YouTube doesn't make it easy for you to receive the notifications. Select the bell, then select all, so you are alerted whenever we go live on YouTube and when I post brand new videos. I should have a new one coming tomorrow. Looks like we got someone in the Gator room already.
Ready to go. But before we bring you on, Winter D'Avance, want to give a shout out to Aries _JT, Kenny, Sylvia, Pro Righteous, Ukwele, Matthew Epps, Chase Bank, NFT, Eugene Scott. Thank you all for joining us in that chat box there. Go ahead and start posting those questions. And on Instagram and TikTok, I see you guys as well. TikTok, Stevio7681. Thank you for joining us. On Instagram, just to name a few, Miss _Malone, JJ Hustler 72, Just Quincy 86, 18 Steadfast, Yuri.Val, Michelle.Robinson 2. Go ahead and start posting those questions in there. And if I missed your profile name, charge it to my heart and not to my mind. Charge it to my heart. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what it is. So Winter has followed instructions and text the word Gator to the number 205-964-5243. And he gets to join us live. What to do, Winter? Ooh, your sound. Nope. I can read your lips. There you go.
Oh, super tight. What about yourself, my man? What's going on?
Going well, going good. First of all, I just want to appreciate being on your platform. Thank you for being on here. I just had a quick question. So I think yesterday I had just got a land deal, and I followed your steps on your deal later, and it's more of a seller financing, and it doesn't have the terms where you could put the monthly payment, and it only just has the purchase price. It doesn't have the percentage and everything like that. Is there a way I could put that on your deal later contract?
Well, what you'll do is is that in the area, let me pull it up real quick. You're doing the land contract, the contract for land, right?
Yes.
All right, let me share my screen. All right, and okay, so this is dealulator.com. This is where you can access the contract for houses on the purchase and sales agreement and the land sale agreement also. So what you can do is, and you're going to have to use a what do they call it? A PDF editor to do this.
Okay.
And so what you'll do is you in this area. What did I put the other day? I'm sorry. Let me see. Okay, so once it was filled out, what I did was I put it in the area of, I think around where I had the price at. I had a clear area. I can't even remember where I put it. I think I put it. Let me see. Okay, what I did was I put it out beside. Well, no, because it's not going to show there. Well, yes, it will. Okay, so I put it in this area right here. So once it's actually filled out, you can use a PDF. There's a couple of them that you can use. I use there's one PDF editor called how do you say that, Eric? Adria?
What's that?
SEJDA.
Sajda?
Huh?
Sajda, maybe?
Okay.
Sajda?
Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, you can use this. It's free.
Okay.
And I also use PDF Escape. Also. Now it's been tricky on me. That's why I went to say that I used this for years. But you hit the free and then upload PDF to PDF Escape. Now, as far as writing up those terms, let me see here. This is what I'll normally do is I'll create a terms sheet, basically, just like right here, right?
Okay.
Yeah, just say, 15, I show it doesn't matter. So you show the addendum for owner finance. I just put in there $15,000 price, $2,000 down, $13,000 balance, 5% interest, 3-year term, $390 per month.
Okay.
Yep. And so, but you'll use a mortgage calculator, and all you do is just search. You just search mortgage calculator. It'll pull up this simple one, but you'll need something a little bit more detailed that sometimes, and you can use. There's going to be a number of them that you can use. And any of this that doesn't fit what you're doing, just put a 0 in the field.
Okay.
Normally, the only thing you need is just this top part right here, the actual. If as the home value, you just put in there the price that you're selling for, put in the down payment, and then it should calculate the loan amount, put in your percentage, and then the number of years or whatever. So it's so many ways to do that, but that's the basics of it.
Okay. Okay, then.
Does that
I
make
really
sense?
do appreciate. Yeah, I appreciate that. I do.
All right. Of course, you can always go back and watch this one on the replay.
Yeah, I already got it screen recorded as well. So.
All right, that's what's happening. Where were you live streaming from?
Indiana.
Okay. All right. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, the property I had it in, it's in California. So I already submitted one of the contracts to the dealulator. I put my email and my number in it, but I might do it again. So if your team sees it, it's just probably just go with the second one. But
okay, yeah. If you're trying to get a buyer for it or something, just reach out to me. And just remind me that you can just text me on the 205-964-5243.
Perfect. I appreciate everything. Thank you, Mr. Flippinar.
All right. No problem, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right. You too can join us live. Ask your question to get bumped to the front of the line and ask any other follow-up questions that you have by texting the word Gator to 205-964-5243. Prince Williams 576 on TikTok. Happy birthday. Said it's my birthday. Yes. D Tierra _093 on TikTok wants to know, are you in Birmingham? Yes. ALABAMA, Birmingham, Alabama.
Yep.
That's where we at. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So let's see here. First time on your live. Excited to get started by Monday. That's from Pro Righteous. Thank you. Glad to have you here. Let's see here. Matthew Epps. Yep, that's right. Tell him, hit that like button.
Yeah.
Chase Bank NFT says, hey now. Eugene Scott says, Mr. Flipman, God bless you. Kenny Sylvia. I said the same thing too, but nope, not ZZ Top. We're talking about ZZ Zonks.
Down, 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 down.
No.
And that's their song? One of their songs?
No.
That is a ZZ Top tone.
I think like you're off, like
I got the beat.
Rhythm. You got the beat,
I
but
have
you're not.
no idea what they're saying.
Okay.
But I think I'm on beat. I think I am.
Okay. Jody Ross, thank you for being here. Carolyn Zhu.
I think I'm doing the Addicted to Love song by what's his name? I don't think I'm doing ZZ Top. I think they started sounding like.
Okay. We're gonna say yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna say yes to that. Eric Carney, thank you for being here. That's our movie quote guru. Says good evening, Philanthropist, and good day, A. Where in the halo is Rennie the Pretty? Hopefully, Rennie will be joining us.
She should be back.
Soon.
She'll be back.
She'll be back.
She'll be back.
Doc Motivate, tell him again. Let's get these likes up. So Kenny, I called Ty a week or so ago about a JV, but come to find out the for sale sign was put before the actual item, which turned out to be a boat. So the Fizbo sign was still in the yard, but it wasn't for
it was on a boat. He thought it was for the house.
Yeah, the boat was gone though. They had already sold the boat, but left the sign. So it made it look like it was for the house.
Yeah.
But the boat was gone. Okay, that's funny. Funny. Let's see here. Shirley Rice says, why is off-market properties listed by an agent? So why would an off-market property be listed by an agent?
Good question.
Because wouldn't it have to be on market if it's listed by an agent?
Good question.
Okay. Some shady stuff.
Say that again. Let's hear that again.
Why is an off-market property listed by an agent?
An off-market property listed by an agent.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be off-market if it's listed for sale online. Maybe she's not phrasing it right.
Okay. Shirley, follow up with any info that you have on that question. So Chase Bank NFT, thank you for being here, wants to know, what do you say to get owners to put a lockbox on the property?
Well, you're going to have your capital partners, which are your investors, and contractors coming by. Ideally, it would just save everybody some time if they could access at their own leisure and don't have to really schedule.
Sounds good to me. Sounds good.
Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't.
Okay. Audacity Love says, hey, Ty, question. If I have an agent willing to sell a group of houses together as a group, what are important questions to ask?
I think I answered that one on the YouTube thing, but on the comments today, but I'll answer it here also. Great, because it's a good question. Well, you're going to want the addresses. Are they occupied or vacant? If they're rented, you'll want to know the income, basically a rent roll. You know, who the tenant is, how long they've been there, what type of renter it is on their long-term lease, month to month, and so on. The amount of the rent, obviously. Okay. Any recent repairs, any updates that need to be done, age of the roof, how are they heated and cooled, taxes and insurance on each house, obviously a price, and you go from there to make a decision. You'll really want individual prices and then a package price.
All right. Thank you for answering that question for us. Jimmy Smith TV wants to know, how do you feel about iSpeed to lead?
Who?
I guess, is there a service called iSpeed?
iSpeed to lead. I'm not familiar with it.
iSpeed to lead. Okay. All right. D Carter says, "Hey everybody, y'all in the chat. Tell D Carter, hey." Osaze Johnson, Osaze or Osaze. Always correct me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I love to try. Hello, will the bank allow a short sale on a foreclosed property?
Will the bank allow a
Short sale on a foreclosed property?
well, it's not been foreclosed on. I mean, it's not a short sale if the foreclosure has completed. It can only be short sale in a pre-foreclosure status.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Okay. So from TikTok, JJ Hustler 72 wants to know, where can I get funding to buy multifamily deals? What would be a good spot?
There's going to be tons of it out there. I don't have really a recommendation. It's just going to be tons of for lenders out there. As long as you have the 20% to put down, or 20, 30, maybe even 40% to put down, depending on the property, your credit, and so on, your experience, then, there's going to be tons of options out there for that. When I say 20, 30%, so say if the multifamily is $500,000, put 20% down, that's $100,000 to give you an idea of what you're going to need, because you're going to have to put money down, like a significant amount.
All right. So this question is from TikTok, DTR_93. How do you feel about going all out on a flip? I want to do more than just the basics.
All out on the flip. What do you mean? Like,
I guess if she's gonna rehab it herself.
Okay. Now, again, I'm not understanding. They mean like how well they want it to be renovated is what they're referring to.
Yeah, all the bells and whistles.
Well, yeah. If that's justified for that area, and obviously if you can get the return on what's being spent, it has to still make sense, of course.
Okay. Yes, right. She agreed with me that she was talking about going all out as far as the reno. Okay. Jumping right into our next question from Pro Righteous Pierre. Should I get my LLC first before I start? I really want to start Monday. I got $200 to spend. I just need as much info step by step before Monday.
Well, no, you won't. Number one, you won't be able to get an LLC by Monday. So no, with only $200, no, use that for your marketing.
Okay.
To generate leads.
John Morales says, first time I get to catch one on time. Technically, yeah, good. Glad you're here. Because we were 7-ish, heavy on the ish today. Yes. Hassan Black says, I'm in New York and I'm having trouble finding an attorney that knows about wholesaling. What should I do to find one?
Okay, so you're in New York City, or, if you could be more specific. But the main thing is on something like that is, well, I really would need to know where you are, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the simple thing you could do would join multiple wholesaling groups for that area, for that city, and just ask the question: what title companies, what closing attorneys are wholesaler friendly in XYZ city? All right, and you could join Wholesaling with the Flip Man, and on Facebook, Wholesaling Real Estate with the Flip Man. Someone there asks that same question, should help you.
All right, let's see here. Jumping right into, hey, so I am Powerful 13 on TikTok. Yes, most definitely could assist you with a comp on that property, but you would need to text the word Gator to 205-964-5243 and join us live. That way, if there's any follow-up questions that need to be asked, you're able to answer them right in the moment versus having to wait for you to respond in a text message. So yes, please follow up that way. All right. So Dayanaka Darden says hello to everyone. Lay Paris, thank you for joining us here. Wants to know, how do we send you land deals and what markets are you currently interested in?
Just text me on it. The 20596. Well, you just text me for the email address because I could give it out here, but it'd make it easy. You just text me. Text me on 205-964-5243, and I'll send you the email address on where to send that. And so it really doesn't matter about the market. You know, either it's going to be a deal or not based on the price, location, the type of property it is, and so on.
All right. Oh, clicking too many buttons over here. Oh my gosh. All right. So Martin Hamblin says, God bless you, Flip. This is Marty from MD, looking to going online while waiting to get Wi-Fi. Thank you. He's currently joining us from YouTube. Let's see here. John Morales wants to know, what kind of loan should I ask to use to build a new home?
To build a new home?
Yeah.
It just, you know, that's a new construction loan. That'll just be with your with a lender, whoever you probably bank with, or, you know, there's plenty of mortgage companies out there. That's just no part of the course, and they'll tell you what's needed credit wise, how much of a down payment, and so on that, and how much house you can build.
I just need a little bit more. Okay. So Prince wants to know, do I need a real estate course in order to understand this program?
No. Because everything you need to know is here on my YouTube channel for free, right? If you text the letters VIP to this number, everything you need to know is in that playlist of videos.
Okay. Jacqueline Golden has a question. It is, if I don't want to do the bandit signs, is it an app I can use to get or find motivated sellers?
Well, yeah. If you text the word tool to 205-964-5243, well, first you need to text the word list to the number, right?
Okay.
Text the word list. This video here will show you how to build list to target potential motivated sellers list.
Okay. Ruben Williams says, Flip, Brielle said, hey, I have a house under contract. I want to JV it. I think Ruben is the one whose daughter typically watches with him. Her name is Brielle.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yes. D. Carter, the person in turquoise waving. Hey, out there in the crowd. I see you. Thanks for being here.
That's what
up. So Dania Doby. So I really don't need a license for real estate.
No.
Not to wholesale.
Nope. You do not.
Good question. Really good question. Carla Jude. I have a company that texts me about 2 properties. I don't understand. They want me to purchase them both. They both have tenants and they want me to purchase them. Both have tenants and they want to purchase them from me. I don't understand. So the way I see it, that there's a company who has 2 properties. They want her to buy them and then they turn around and buy them for her. Why would you do that versus just buying them yourself?
Good question.
Good question. Okay. I don't know, Carla. I don't understand either. Marcus Arnold. Hey, it's our OTR driver. Says, hey, Flippin' Miss A. I passed through the ham again today. Flip, is it still good to buy a prop stream now that you have Zomps? I'm still driving and I'm about to stop in Mississippi.
Well, yeah. I'm putting out a video. I should upload it tomorrow with Zomps, and you'll see I'll be using PropStream also because Zillow is limited on owner information, right? And just things of that nature. So to answer your question, most definitely, if you can afford it, you definitely need it. Zomps is just a way to for those. Well, number one, to leverage all the data that YouTube, that Facebook, what am I saying? That Zillow has, right? And so it's not built to be user friendly. So that's the purpose of Zomps, is to make it user friendly.
Okay. Okay, so Jimmy clarified what iSpeed to Lead is. It's a service where you can buy leads. And the question is, do you recommend buying leads?
Wow. I don't know enough about the service. And of course, if you buy it,
Somebody else can buy it.
Somebody else can buy it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand how their process work. If I knew that, then I could probably give you a more informed answer on that.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so Shirley, hey, Shirley says, I find properties listed on Redfin as off market, but after property details, the agent is listed. So she was the one that asked the question earlier, why would an off market property be listed with an agent? So she says after she finds the properties and does a little digging, she sees that an agent is listed. But isn't like what we discussed before, like they're just on there and it's like, hey, if you want to see this property, contact this agent.
Yeah, see, the agent is not that the agent is listed, is that anytime if you search any property on
Redfin,
Zillow.
Zillow.
on Redfin, what's the other, Zillow, Trulia, they have pretty much the majority of properties there, whether it's for sale or not. Agents are going to advertise there because they know most people don't understand how the internet works. Not saying that's a bad thing, is that they just, well, I said most people, enough people. So they're just going to assume that agent has something to do with that property, and they'll reach out, and you'll reach out to them. You say, oh, yeah, that's not my listing, but I could reach out to them, or I could find something that you're looking for. So for them, it's somewhat of a warm lead because you inquired about it. Obviously, you have an interest in buying, obviously, that property, but a property in that particular area. So somewhat of a bait and switch, so just to try to get a general understanding on it, how it works.
All right. Thank you for answering that.
Is that a good explanation?
Yeah. That I think that answers exactly what you wanted. Okay, so on TikTok, Indian Chieftain Dark Horse says, how does someone get started? I'm a private detective with access to databases to find property owners. So that would give some good leverage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, if you have those databases where you can research to find people, mainly their phone number, that's powerful information, as long as it can be used for that. So yeah, that's very, very powerful info.
Okay, cool. So Hassan Black had the question earlier about New York, and he's in the Bronx, to be more specific.
Okay. Yeah, so
it was about trouble finding an attorney that knows about wholesaling.
Yeah. So yeah, basically what I said. Yeah.
Just join the groups, post it in the chat, and surely someone would be able to reach out to you.
Correct.
Yup. So Honey Turns 72 says, hi, Ty. This is Monique. So glad that you are live today. Okay, so I came across a man with a FSBO, commercially zoned. I need your help. He also has 3 pieces of residential property that he wants to get rid of. No follow-up. That was the end of it. So what would you do in that instance?
Well, you need to get more information about the property. I'm assuming, what's this, land?
It was, it just says for sale by owner, commercially zoned. He also has 3 pieces of residential property. So he has commercial land and then commercial zone land and then some residential land as well.
Yeah, we would need more info on
Okay.
on what she's saying there. So
Okay. So Jared Nail from Denver says, I'm starting out as a wholesaler. How do you make an agreement with the cash buyer when you're talking to them about the contract so they don't just take the contract?
well, that's the purpose of your contract with the seller, is to force people to go through you to make that deal happen. Now, people still can try and make it possibly blow your deal up, but that's the purpose of the agreement with your seller. So you would do another purchase and sales agreement with your buyer to ensure you're going to get paid. That's the purpose of the agreements, is to position to position yourself, but the buyer has to go through you to get actually paid.
Self-made Mincy on TikTok. Flipman, where you been? How long you been on here? Long time? Yeah. It's about 7:30.
I mean tonight. Oh, he means,
I don't know.
He means tonight. I'm gonna say.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Okay. Latoya Pryor wants to know, is wholesaling out of your state really as easy as they say, or do you have to have a connect? I'm having no success in Virginia.
Well, the first thing I would always want to ask someone is, what are you doing on a daily basis to generate leads?
Just random in the middle of it. Just oh my god. Oh, TikTok and Instagram, you were spared from that. You could not see it, but it's the Flipman logo just bouncing on the screen, just out of nowhere.
Testing, man.
Just there.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
If you missed it, subscribe,
Testing
like,
1 2.
share. Just a mini plug.
Hey, testing 1 2, man. Here it is again.
Let's see it.
That's too big.
No, it's supposed to take over the corner. Oh no, that's nice. I do like that. Oh no, subscribe, please. Okay.
Take his mouse away. Take his laptop away from him.
I know. Okay, so did you answer Latoya? You asked what the first question you would ask is what she's doing to the reason why she's having no success in Virginia.
Yeah, what are you doing on a daily basis to generate leads? That's the first thing you got to say. What are you doing on a daily basis to generate leads? Answer that for me, and then we can troubleshoot the rest of it. Because I don't think it's Virginia. We have to see what you're doing on a daily basis.
Okay. Lay Paris, XO, Lay Paris. I see you. I see your message, and you must be like psychic. Anyway, her comment was, Ty, this is a compliment to you that you have so much patience. You have so much patience.
You think so?
Because some of these questions, LOL, Google is still free.
Oh, that's what she said?
That's what she said. Yes, that's what she said. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have found that much joy in that. But yes. No, okay. So Latoya, that was speaking of Virginia, she said, or should I say wholesaling online out of state? Again, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's still gonna boil down to that. Yeah, it's still gonna boil down to that.
Okay. So no, so what should she be doing? Latoya, I'm gonna fill in the blanks for you. I see you down there. I'm gonna fill in the blanks. So if you're trying to wholesale virtually in another state and you're not having much success, I know you want to know what she's doing, but for the sake of her not being what would you do to be successful?
Well, you have to pick a method of generating leads, period. I go through a bunch of them. You can just use networking, building a buyer's list in that market first, and then network with other wholesalers and wholesaling their deals to the buyers. That's probably one of the simplest ways to do it. It doesn't cost you anything but time. And most of us are time wealthy. We're time rich or whatever. Now you can do the other methods, cold calling, text messaging, direct mail, all the same methods. So it doesn't matter whether she's trying to do it in Virginia or in all 50 states. It's
Okay.
still going to be the same question. What are you doing on a daily basis to generate leads?
Okay. Gotcha. Marcus Arnold says, thanks. Payday tomorrow. Friday night.
That's what's up.
Just got paid. Parties jumping. Gotta get away. You don't remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I was going to say.
That's, what's the name? Yeah.
Yeah. Name that tune, y'all. Put it in the chat.
I know what it's called. Just Got Paid.
Yeah, but who sings it?
Carl something, isn't it?
That was the person from last week of Bad Mama Jamma. You still stuck on that?
Yeah. What my boy name was.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going. You think on that. You just think on that. So Al Wimberly wants to know about Zomps. So he says, I got the Zomps extension. I'm just filling in the blanks, Al. But not sure how it truly works with Zillow. So is there a video to watch?
Yeah, if you go to zomps.com, it's a detailed video right there on the site. If you go to zomps.com, ZOMPZ, it's on my shirt. Thanks to AP.
Zomps. Saul Rickenbacker, what's up? Thank you for being here. Glad to have you. Juan Chavez, not really how it works, but I can direct you into the right place. Actually, I'm Ty to direct you to the right place. So Juan wants to know, hey, can you mentor me personally, one-on-one? I stay in Birmingham, Alabama too.
Okay. Well, yeah, I do offer it as a service, right? As a paid option. You just have to hit me up, and I'll tell you what the freight is on that.
Okay. Pro Righteous Pierre, ooh, you're going to have a very busy weekend. He says, I'm about to watch every YouTube video this weekend and take every step needed. I'm very motivated.
All right.
Yeah, going to be ready to go.
Ready
to go. Let us know how that works out for you. And also just make sure you come back and join us here on Thursdays, and also go over and join that Facebook group, Wholesaling Real Estate with the Flip Man. You got some good chats going on in there. You can ask questions. Maybe they can help fill in the blanks. And depending on where you are, you can find somewhere next door to you that's possibly wanting to wholesale and have a squad. Yep. Build you a team. You can do that. So Eugene Cobbs says, or asks rather, do bandit signs still work? Because I don't see any here in Las Vegas. So let's go back to bandit signs 101. If you don't see any in your area, one of two things: they don't stay up long and they're getting taken down, or two, not that many people are using. So which one? How do you decide?
Well, number one, a lot of times people are basing whether when they see bandit signs or not is based on they don't ever get outside of where they live. And if you live in the suburban areas of a particular market, a lot of times you're not going to see bandit signs, right? Okay, so that's the first question I would ask, because now it gets into you need to scout your market to make sure that you you really have dove in your market. Have you been to the areas of your market? And normally those are the lower price areas of your market.
I'm done with you.
Hey, the lower part. Now, you know, I got to get my boy on it now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I got to get him on it now.
Oh my God.
And so, but until the lower price areas of your market. So, you know, that's the question I'm going to ask you. And if you have, then you probably have scouted out. If you have, then you'll have a real feel of whether bandit signs can be used in your market or not. Some cities you can't get away with it now, but again, it's hard to answer that question until I know you've been in those areas of your market and then work your way up. Because normally that's where you can get away with them from. And just being real about it is normally the neighborhood that you see on the news every night. They start off the news with those neighborhoods.
All right. Let's see here. Pro Righteous followed up. He just moved to Dallas, Texas. So it's motivational out here. I smell money everywhere. Oh, it's in the air. It is in the air. Shaq Smith, from West Side Detroit. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here and one of our regulars. I'm glad to see you. I would love to hear what you're doing in Detroit in regards to wholesaling. Nathan Orozco, how do I really start with the market falling the way it is?
Stop watching the news, first of all.
It's depressing.
As long as you can find a real estate deal that's matched what's going on right now, you will have a buyer for it, and normally multiple buyers. Unless they make houses free, there's going to be endless opportunities to make money in real estate. Period.
Gotcha. Hey, CJ, Salt and Pepper. The team is in action. We're here. That's Madden 08. S&P. Madden 08. New name. S&P. Okay, Lisa. Yes, it's free. So the question is, good evening. Is Zomps connected to PropStream for a fee, or is it a freestanding application you created and the usage is free?
It's free. It stands alone. It's a Google Chrome extension. So it's making, and I talked to my developer earlier today. We're slowly going to make Zillow wholesaler friendly. That's the whole purpose of it, and it's free. Now you have to be on a laptop or a desktop. It can't be used on a tablet or a smartphone. That's a Google Chrome extension thing. Doesn't have anything to do with me or whatever. But yeah, that's the whole game plan, is to make Zillow more user friendly for investors and wholesalers, so you can make more money. Period.
Gotcha.
But it's free.
Okay. Veronica, you asked, what about your question? I don't see a question for you in the chat box, but if you go ahead and put it down again, I would be happy to read that so I can give you an answer. Yes. So in the chat box, making sense. What you just go get to eat? You ain't bring me none.
You saw that.
saw that.
Don't do me like that, man. Don't do me
oh.
like that.
So you got a whole plate. Okay.
What had happened was.
What's happening, man?
What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm super tight. What about yourself?
Man, trying to make $1 out of 15 cents, man. Trying to make it work like a hooker in a skirt. I'm trying to do all that, man. Trying to get it done, brother.
Make it happen, man. What's
Listen,
going on?
I missed you last time, man. What's up, everybody? How everybody doing, first of all? Hey, listen, I've been looking at a lot of houses, bro, and especially in the Baltimore area. And what I found out in looking at a lot of these houses and researching them is that a lot of the owners are ghosts, and they are flipping these houses left and right, man. It's hard to try to, connect and get the owner, because, when they flip them and then they flip them again, then you be having issues trying to find out who is the actual owner. Now, I heard you before talk about you don't really like row houses like that.
I didn't really say I didn't like them. You just have to understand what you're dealing with, especially in Baltimore, because people can, and they'll do that anywhere, but especially up there, you may see a comp for $250,000, but it's a street over from the block that you're on. That makes a difference up there. Like it's like literally block by block. A lot of times it may be just that side of the street versus the other side of the street. Well, you live up there, you can have all vacants on one side and not all vacants on the other side. You know what I'm saying? So that factors into pricing and values or whatever. So, but
man,
yeah,
go vacant ahead, all over.
Yeah, but what you were just explaining, if you're seeing a house being constantly flipped, that ain't nothing you'll be targeting anyway, right? Because the money's already been made on it, right? In most cases. So you're still looking for those that have not been, no transaction, not always, but no transaction has occurred in years. So that's part of the ability to be able to attract and determine what's a great deal or not, is being able to find owners. Because if you're having a hard time finding them, guess what? Others are also. So, and if you can find these individuals, home that could turn into something substantial as far as the payday. So,
Right.
but it's more, Baltimore is just the DMV period, but even just the Baltimore market by itself is just such a big market that the opportunities are there. There's no question about that.
So continue to snail mail, continue to text and email and phone calls. I'm continue. I'm not getting frustrated by no string.
If you're talking to people, if you're making, like I was talking to the lady in Virginia, and so you're telling me what you're doing to generate leads. If you're talking to people, you're doing what you need to do, period.
Good.
It's just a
Good.
matter of time. You're just going to continue to fine tune what you're doing.
Right, right. Do you trust Privy?
Yeah, well, it's more of a, it's like you might have a, let me see, like a punter on a football team. You know what I'm saying? It's a specialty or whatever.
Right.
As far as you're targeting, it's built to make it easy to target properties that are listed. So
Gotcha.
if that's what you're going to do, then yeah, it's great. Other than that, it might well have prop stream because it's going to do everything else.
I was going to get the prop streams. But since you brought it up, you want a lot of us to go under Dealulator prop stream, but not actually go through prop stream.
No. Okay, so let me clear that
because
up.
I'm signed up under prop stream, but I haven't had the tutorial through Dealulator yet. I mean, I signed up and try to get the calls coming in, but I've never gotten a call to go through it. But I know what I'm doing in it though. But I want to get your feedback on that.
Well, just to make it, just so I can just clear it up. All right, and let me just share my screen really quick. Okay, so do I have? Yeah. Okay, so I'll go home here. So I'm on Dealulator.com. So you'll see this orange button all over the place on the site. And basically what that's going to take you to is PropStream to sign up for it. Dealulator is a reseller of PropStream. Dealulator is a reseller of Batch Leads. Dealulator is a reseller of Privy. I'm partnered with all of those. So depending on what you're trying to do, I'm going to tell you which direction to go in. Now, PropStream has tons of resellers, tons of them. So, but if someone signs up through Dealulator.com, and I can tell by just the email address, once someone says, "Hey, we want the free training," then we'll train you for free. But if you didn't, you have to go through the other source that you use. But if you sign up through Dealulator, the 5-day free trial, then we'll train you for free. You just have to schedule the time. All you have to do once you sign up, just text the word "time" to 205-964-5243. And we'll get you going. Now, some people get confused on it. I guess I've done too good of a job of marketing it or whatever, but the contracts are free. The closing detail sheets are free on Dealulator. The calculators are free on Dealulator. You can send deals through there to partner through Dealulator. But if you're trying to access, the actual tool that you see me comping properties a lot, that's PropStream in most cases. And what am I trying to say? Is that you can sign up for it directly through Dealulator.
Gotcha.
That makes sense?
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't have to delete my account with PropStream and then come under Dealulator.
Well, no. If you already have it, you already have it. Like I said, I don't know if you have it through us or not. If you
no, I don't have it through y'all because I wanted to get that extra that I need that I didn't get because I just went and signed up for it. Not unbeknownst to me.
If you send me over your email address, sometimes they'll switch it over if you went directly to their site and you didn't use anyone else's affiliate link. If you send me over the email address that you use to log in, I can send it over and have them to check it and they'll let me know.
Gotcha. I think that's it, man. I'm just keep on doing what I'm doing and grind, man. Keep on grinding and get it done.
All right, man. Let us know.
Gotcha.
Right,
appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Have a good one.
You too.
All righty.
All right, guys, just like Making Sense joined us, and Xavier, which we're about to bring on, you too can text the word Gator, Gator.
Oh, no, that's a good one.
That's he pointing at you. That's nice.
That's a good one.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
Hey, man,
how many of them you got? You got like 15 of them? 15, 10? Because we done seen 3. How many more we got?
I'm done for the night.
You done?
I'm
Okay.
done.
For now.
I'm done.
Because he's gonna be laid across the bottom for
I'm done.
pretty soon.
I'm done. I'm done.
I see it coming. I see it coming. But text the word Gator, Gator, to 205-964-5243, and you can join us live. Okay, so Xavier, you ready?
Order when you're ready.
Yes. How you doing, and where are you streaming from?
Columbia, Missouri.
Columbia,
Okay.
Missouri. Okay, that's what's happening. What's going on, my man?
Trying to get to it. Hey, like everybody else.
Yes, sir. What you got?
So I got a property on 809 Garth that I've been talking to the guy about. And he said he wanted 120 for it. And I know it's not worth 120. We went and looked at it, and it's not even livable right now.
What's the actual address?
It's 809 North Garth Ave, Columbia, Missouri.
809 North Garth Ave. 809 North Garth. I guess that's where you spell it. Avenue. There you go. There you go, right there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and use Zomps initially. Let's see what we got here. Now, I think Missouri is a non-disclosure, so I may not be able to pull up anything. So normally, whatever you pull up, Zomps, Zillow, you want to pull up 2 tabs on it because Zillow makes it difficult when I go down to the map here to identify this property. So let me look at it and see if I can locate it here. So we got this park right here, Douglas Park. So the property is up in this area right here, just below, what is that? Business Loop 70. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, so let me go down. Okay, so boom. What I'm gonna go here and do is deselect everything and just pull up houses. Then I'm gonna go over here to sold. Then I'm gonna, okay, see how it has just all yellow dots there. Normally those would be prices. So this is non-disclosures. Non-disclosure.
Okay.
So one thing you can try to do though, with that, you can still look at properties that are for sale. And I'm gonna go over the prop stream though, but look at properties that are for sale to get an idea, even though that's not a true indicator of what a property is going to sell for, but it can still give you some idea. Okay,
right, because that's what I was running into. When I was pulling it up, I couldn't get no numbers from it, so it's hard to run comps when I can't get no numbers.
I got you. So now what I can already see here, we got 120, 150, 120, 123, 150. Okay, so your property is 1215 square feet, and it was built in
1907.
Yeah, let's see here. Home details. I'm showing 1920.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's right. I'm thinking about another house.
Okay, so your property should be right in North Garth. It should be right
there off of Sexton. It's right off of Sexton up a little bit.
Okay, I see it right here. Yeah, right here. Okay. Yeah, North Garth right there. Okay. So boom, so it's really close. All right. So so this property here has been on the market. It's getting 53 views per day, a 2.43 save rate, ideally over 5. So let's look at another one. All right, this one here, wow, got 675 views per day. Must be on the market a couple of days that it has. Look at all those saves. So that's priced right, right? So with that being said, what we could do is, let me look at couple more here. All right, only 18 views per day, 312 per day, okay? And it's priced at 123. Okay, so what we could do is we could take okay, so yeah, and it's 2.41. I would like more saves on there, but I like the views on a lot of views. Okay, so a couple of things we're going to do here. So we're going to take the price and come up. We're going to take the price and the square footage to come up with a price per square foot, right? and
Right.
try to generalize what it may be selling for. Then we'll go over the prop to see if that confirms it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the 123,000, and I'm gonna divide that by 704, which is square footage, and that's $174, right, and some change. All right, so let's look at the one that's never. Okay, so let's look at the one that's selling for 150 for the 149.9, 1071 square feet. So let's take that. So that's 149,900 divided by 1071. Okay, so that's 139, basically $140 a square foot, right? Okay, so I'm going to if we added those together plus the one, I think it was 174. So that's 313 divided by 2. So we're at basically $157 a square foot. Okay, so let's go over here to Zillow. I mean to PropStream, aka Deal You Later, and let's see what numbers it comes up with, because we can look at MLS listings over here. Okay, so how many properties? They own 12 other properties, as you can see down here.
Yeah,
All
see, I
right.
talked to him about. He said he was telling me about 2 other properties that he was interested in selling.
That he had for sale. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, they wasn't
All
even.
right.
They're not even on the market or anything, because none of the properties that he has is on the market. He's got them. Like he told, we went and talked to him and seen the house that we're looking at now, and he was like, "Yeah, I got 2 other houses up the street," and we went and looked at them, and they're all in the same kind of condition.
I got you. So let's look at this one right here, and let's see what's going on with this property. Hopefully, I have some photos. Go to Zillow. See if we have any photos. We don't. All right, let's look at another one. Oh, I'm just assuming everybody know what I'm doing here. Let me back up. All right, so I'm coming up with a basically do-it-yourself appraisal for Xavier. All right, and so ideally, we want to stay within these major streets here, if possible. Sometimes it's not possible, but I think we're going to be good here. Thicker white lines. All right, and so what I could do is I could use the draw tool here to just only stay in that area right there, right? Let's go right here and right here. Okay, so we want to look at the year built, the lot square footage, and the square footage of the property itself, right? And I didn't even look at that a moment ago. I don't know what's the name, but we'll go back to it. Okay, so the year built on this is 1920, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
All right, and so let's go. Come on, spinning wheel, spinning wheel, spinning wheel, Adrian, spinning wheel.
Okay, that's not a thing.
All right, 1920. So we like to stay within 5 years plus or minus for over 1925 and back, basically. And then the lot square footage is 9,000 within 2,500 square feet plus or minus. And then the property square footage, which is 1,215 within 20% plus or minus, which PropStream automatically defaults 20% plus or minus over here to the left, and you can change that if needed sometimes. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to go and see what's sold recently. So we have this one that sold for 162. That was the one I was looking up. Didn't have any photos on it, and it sold for $114 a square foot. Now I have another one down here that sold for around 118 a square foot. So that 114 is going to be a good number. All right, so we were high on the ones that we were looking at before I said 156, so that changes everything. All right, so your property, and I'm showing the square footage is different here on prop, which is 1215, so we're going to roll with that. 1215 times the 114. So you're looking at 138,000 as a price for this particular property, right, on ARV. All right, so with that being said, so now we go over here to dealulator.com to the deal calculator, which is free to anyone to use. So we're going to do it 2 ways. We're going to go with livable and not livable to calculate the repairs. Okay, so if it's livable, we normally multiply the square footage times the times $25. So that comes up to 30,375. We'll just say 30 grand. All right. If it's not livable, we multiply that times $40, and that's a generalization. And so we'll round this 48,600 up to 50. So 30 and 50. All right. So now pull up the deal calculator, and I'm gonna put in the 138. And so we're gonna put 30 grand in here. Something like this. We're gonna say we want to make 10 grand. So you need to be 57,000 and below. You'll put it back out there. The cash buys around 66 or so. All right. If it's not livable, we change this to 50,000 on the repairs. So now you needed 37,000 or below, and you'll put it back out there. The cash buys around 50 to make 10 or so. All right. So, but those are your numbers.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
No problem at all, man. Good luck to you.
Appreciate it.
We've been rolling an hour. Wow.
Yeah, goes by fast. Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, we're rolling an hour.
That's what they say.
A whole hour.
That's what they say.
All right, so let's get into the title. I didn't even say the title today, did I?
No.
I didn't say it today. So today's title is get more property owners to say yes, using terms and close more deals. Right?
Right.
Okay. So what do you think about the thumbnail?
I do like it. Why is it wobbly? Is he dizzy or is he just that excited?
He's about to fall down, man. He's just so happy. You just lost your balance.
But
look like your boy, look like old Zomp stronger than the Flip, man. Don't he got
he
more
do
muscles?
Like he got more muscles in his head bigger.
Hey,
I'm trying to figure out what's going on. He deviated from the the standard.
Yeah. I guess he wanted to make it a little different. He do his own thing or whatever. I can't. He just do his thing, man. I just give him the idea, and I wake up in the middle of the night.
You got something.
I got something. It's rare. I have to tell him to change it. Rare. Okay. Anyway, so let me pull up my screen here. Give me a second to pull up blah 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 blah. Yeah. Okay, so all right, so let me share my screen. Monique, we're gonna get to you, darling. Just hold your horses. All right, so all right, boom, and where is it? Okay, so boom. All right, so boom. So we're negotiating. Now this says for land. I was using this earlier for a video I'm doing on Zomps tomorrow. I'm talking about land, but we could use the same term. So whenever, and I can go back too on this. Let me go back. So and we talked about this last week. So whenever they give you a price that doesn't work for you as far as a cash wholesale deal, you want to always ask them this. If I paid your asking price, would you accept monthly payments? That is going to add more deals to your coffer, period. Right? And they say, yeah. Now, a lot of people not going to have any idea what you're talking about. So with that being the case, then you just let them know. So, hey, I just need to know that you're interested. Give me a couple hours, or depending on what time of the day, I'll call you. I may have to call you back tomorrow, and I can let you know what type of terms I'm talking about. Now, there's so many ways to set up owner financing terms. Obviously, you want to make it favorable for you to be able to make money off of it, but obviously satisfy them at the same time. Now, two schools of thoughts here. If you're going to keep it, that's one thing. You want to try to create some cash flow, or some people may set up those owner financing terms, and it may be a house that you may want to live in. You didn't think about that, right?
Right.
Okay, so, and the other thing is you just want to set up some attractive terms to wholesale out to somebody else. And the example that I'm about to give you now is basically you're going to wholesale those terms out to somebody else, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so TikTok, Instagram, what minute mark we at, Adrian?
We are at 108.
We're at 108. So you can go back on the replay on YouTube and watch this example here, because I have an on-screen example. I know you guys can't see it, but I'm gonna try to explain it where you can understand it also. All right, so the seller wants $50,000. That $50,000 doesn't work for us on a wholesale deal. Now, this is land that I'm explaining, but it can work for houses too. So what you will offer is to them is $2,000 down payment. You say, well, I don't have $2,000. Don't worry about that. That's the whole purpose of wholesaling. Don't worry about whether you have the money now. You just need to find a great deal. $2,000 down. So if you subtract $2,000 from $50,000, that leaves a $48,000 balance, principal balance. And so then you're going to simplify it for them. So you're going to say, I'll pay you 100 payments at $480 per month. So if you multiply 480 times 100, that's 48,000. Okay, so they accept it. Let's assume they accept those terms. So that's actually, Adria, 100 months divided by 12 is 8.3 months.
Okay.
So 8 years. I'm sorry, 8.3 years. So a third of a year is 4 months. I'm sorry. Yeah, 4 months.
Okay.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. It's 4 months. Yeah. So 8 years, 4 months, basically. All right. And so now, whenever you get ready to sell this property or wholesale it, you would set up terms. You would market it at $70,000 with a $22,000 down payment, or you could change that, but I use 22 as the number. And so if you subtract 22,000 from 70,000, guess what the balance is? 48,000.
48,000.
And so now they will be paying the 100 payments of $480 a month. You pay the $2,000 to the seller.
Yes.
You put $20,000 in your pocket. You assign the deal.
That's it.
That's it.
That's
Now there's no interest on this. Sometimes sellers say, "Well, I want some interest." Okay, we can do that too.
Okay.
We can do that. Normally, when you do interest, so the interest rate is in the 6s, maybe 7s, you'll give them 5. They can't get what banks get.
Gotcha.
Well, they can get whatever they want, but ideally, people know they're going to probably be less than what the bank's getting. So you'll do 5, a point and a half, maybe 2 points less than what the market is doing, right? Okay, so, but that's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Okay.
But that's just one example. That's just a simplified example. I seen somebody do that 100 payments example. It's just brilliant when I see them explain it. I've been using it ever since.
Gotcha.
And it makes it easier for sellers to understand it also. And then sometimes they say, well, I don't want to do 8 years. I don't want to do that long, 100 payments. I'll do 5. Okay, we can rework those numbers to make it work. I ain't gonna do it right here, but we can rework those numbers to make it work. You just have to be creative. You have to always, now one of the things now, whenever you're trying to do a deal, you want to look at the rental rates in a particular area of where that property is located, because you want to give the investor that you wholesale it to an opportunity to cash flow, maybe $250, $300, $400. So hopefully the rents in this area is $800, $900.
Gotcha.
And they paying him $480. So that would be a great cash flowing property, and they got into it easy, assuming that was a house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So let's bring our girl on here.
Okay, Monique. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm nervous.
Don't be.
Why?
Oh my goodness. Flip, this wholesaling thing is driving me nuts. I'm trying to take in all this information, and I just need help. Okay.
Right. You're in the right place, baby girl. Let's get it.
So here's the deal. I ran across this sign on this particular road, and it's for sale by owner. So I spoke with the gentleman on today, and it's a commercial, it's zoned commercial. And I called and I asked him, I said, he's trying to get rid of 2 properties. They're supposed to be sitting on 2.7 acres. He's asking $1.2 million for it. And so I told him, I said, well, do you mind if I come by and look at it or whatever? And he was like, yeah, whatever. So on Zillow, it's not showing it very, very clear. So I went to Redfin and I, saw the house before it got burnt. It burnt. And so both of the properties burned. So he's still wanting to sell it for the 1.2. And I'm just trying to find out if it's really a good deal. He seems to be really flexible. He's an older gentleman, so I think he's probably just trying to get rid of all his properties and retire or something, I guess. So I need to know what I need to do I won't even know what I'm looking at. I mean, once I go on tomorrow, I'm going to be looking and I really don't know what what I'm supposed to be looking for. But I need your help, Flip.
Okay, so let's do this then. Does it have a physical address?
Yes.
Okay, so what's that address?
It's 2504 Panola Road. And it's Stonecrest. It may say Stonecrest, Georgia, or it may say Lithonia, Georgia.
So let's do this. Okay, so Lithonia likes that better. Okay, here it is right here. Okay.
It doesn't look anything like that now.
Okay.
On Redfin, it shows a better picture of what it used to look like before it got burnt.
So it was a house there before.
It is a house, yes.
Okay.
But for some reason, he said it's zoned commercial. It used to be like a old club, like a nightclub or something.
Yeah,
and it's got a nice lake behind it and everything.
And how much you say he wants for this?
He's trying to sell them both together, 1.2 million.
Sell what?
This house, the one right there, and then there's one right next door to it.
Okay, right. This one right here.
No, to the other side.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
All right, let me do this then. Let me go to map right. Okay, so this is a total of 2.31 acres. Okay. All right. See what we got here. So commercial office. Interesting. Probably not gonna be able to pull up no comps on this. So the county says 187,000 basically. And then this one, 193,000. So I'd say 187, 193. So what is that? Four. What is that? That's 400. Is it 2? No, what is that? No, that's 3. 187. Oh, it's 380. Okay, so yeah, so that's 380. Now where he's getting, I guess because of the proximity of this body of water here, And what is this right here?
That is
DeKalb County,
in
Georgia.
your living place.
Okay.
And
I'm
it's
just trying to see.
relatively brand new. It's maybe about 8 years old. It's really a nice facility.
Okay. What is it? Only properties. Just trying to identify some of this stuff.
He practically owns that whole block of commercial stuff.
Got you.
Yeah.
Something like this is very difficult to comp because you're not going to have anything to compare it to,
Yeah.
right? Because see this, okay, technically it's still showing as a single family on that parcel, the second parcel, and then this one here, the one you initially, so it's showing the commercial. Okay, he's owned it a long time, and doesn't even show he has linked properties. Okay, it's interesting. If I put this in the search here, is the type of property, it's not going to pull up anything similar. Even if I go out 2 miles, it may pull up something. So I went out 2 miles. Normally, don't want to go out that far, but it's very difficult to comp something like. I have no idea where to start on something like this. No idea, because one of them is still showing that it's residential, and the other one is showing commercial. I have no idea what to tell you on what the value, because I don't know what you would use it for. See, that's where someone that has an intent would know what they're going to use it for. Now, the only thing, if you could get the zoning train, which I do see one over here. I don't know how heavily populated this is, but could be a good location for some self-storage or something. But I know you're not looking at my screen now, but I see extra spaces not too far from there. Normally that's the first thing that will come to my mind is something for self-storage or whatever. If you could get the zoning for it, that's the thing. If you could get the actual zoning for it, being next door to that assisted living facility probably would be a plus, just because it may, they have stuff that they need to be stored or whatever. But I have no idea on it, darling, on what to tell you, on what a value would that be. I'm sorry I couldn't help you on this one.
Okay, so let me tell you this. He gave me 3 other properties that he owns. These are in neighborhoods. Let me give you this one address. It's 910 Millard Road, Millard, and it's
All right, give it to me again.
910 Millard Road, Millard, and that's Stone Mountain, Georgia.
How much you want for this?
Well, he just said if the price is right, I'll go for it. But what I noticed from PropStream is that he's got a lot of liens on these homes that he has, like $24,000 worth of liens.
Liens. Is this one vacant or occupied? What's the deal on it?
It's vacant.
All right, so let me see what we can look for on Zomps here, just to use that quickly. Okay, so let me open up another window. Let me see here. So where is it? Okay, so rolling. Come up. Okay, come up, Martin. Okay, so off of 285. Okay, so all right. Let's get out of here. So yeah, we just got houses.
Mhm.
Let's do sold. Let's do the last 30 days to eliminate a lot of this. Okay, so remove this boundary. All right, and that's 285. Yeah, okay, I think you're in here somewhere. Let me go back. $278. Wait a minute. 278. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I got confused. Okay, so I'm on the wrong one. What am I doing? Okay, here we go. So we're on we're off what is that? Redden Road up to South Harrison. Okay. Redden Road to South Harrison. Okay, so it's up in here. Okay, boom. All right, so so we don't see square footage on that one because yours is 2495. Okay, here's one down here. That's 14. Okay, so this property had just recently sold. Okay, so this is a pretty good comp. What year is it built? 1971, and yours is 1974. So good. Okay, so boom. All right, so this property sold at so if I take the 255 divided by 198, that's 127 a square foot. So yours is 24.95 square foot. What did I just say?
Oh.
What?
Oh.
255. Hold on, I got it again. Divided by 198. That's 127. Okay. So 24.95 times 290. What's wrong with you? Oh, have mercy. Okay, 127, 127, 127, 127, 127, 127, 127. Okay, so 316, 317, basically. All right, so so now we put that in the deal calculator. Did he say it was livable? Well, we just do both. It doesn't matter. 24.95. All right, livable 100K, not livable 65K as far as repairs. So we said 317. All right, so 65 livable, something like that. You're trying to make 25 grand. Oh, you need it around 130 or so. Put it back out there around 160, 157. Not livable, 100K. And so you need it below 100,000 and back out there around 120 or 125 when you're trying to put it out there to a buyer.
Okay. Would you be interested in something like that?
If the numbers work, yeah. If he takes it, yeah, most definitely.
So again, you said livable at what price? 130?
Yeah, one around 120 or so, not livable, below 100.
Okay. All right. So I heard you speak on before doing your due diligence. So how would I do my due diligence? Do I need to, if he says, yeah, If he goes,
Well,
with
yeah.
it,
Well,
not living-
at that point you'll want to go out and take a look at it.
Okay. Okay. I need you to come to Atlanta. Flip, please.
Well, the first thing, don't put a lot of thought in this. See if he's going to take the price first. For some reason, if he's like most people, don't sound that motivated to sell. But you never know. So
Yeah.
you make the offer, if he accepts it, then you go to the next step. You need to go out and take a look at it, take photos, video of the property while you're out there. And then, of course, you could go ahead and send them a contract before you go out there, but you definitely want someone to go out there and take a look at the property to justify what you're seeing.
Okay. I'm going to give it a try, and I'm going to get back with you.
All righty.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Let us know.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you for joining us there.
All right. Boom, guys. We've been rolling pretty hard here, about an hour and 30. Make sure that you check out Zomps. Text ZZ to start using Zillow. Make it wholesaler friendly for you. I have a video on the site. Also, it allows you to add the Google Chrome extension itself. It's free. So I'll show you how to use it there on the site at zomps.com, or you just text ZZ to 205-964-5243. You want the one-page contract, just text the word contract to the number 205-964-5243. And VIP if you want that playlist of videos to get you going in the right direction. And make sure, we don't ask you for much, subscribe to the channel, tap the little bell, hit all so you are alerted when we do go live and when I post that video tomorrow. And I'm thinking about doing like we used to do Comps 101, Jamil and I'm thinking about doing live Zomps calls where I can Zomp or comp properties for you. May do one as early as tomorrow night. You never know.
Never know.
So look out. So that's why it's important that you go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, tap the little bell, select all. So if I do go live and I start comping properties for you guys, whether it's land or houses, you'll get the alert on your phone. That's why that's so important that you do that, whether you're on TikTok or Instagram or especially YouTube. Go there, subscribe to the channel, tap the little bell, because I'm going to start going live. I'm not going to probably have a schedule on it. You're just going to have to have your settings set by, number one, subscribing, so you can get the alert that I'm going live so I can comp properties for you for free. So with that being said, I'm tired of looking at Adrian Rubber eyes.
First of all, I want these people to get paid so they can sing Just Got Paid by Johnny Kemp.
That's what his name is.
Thank you to Edward Thames and Antoine Denise Green, who posted that answer in there. Okay, guys. Yes, we will be here in the place to be, Lord willing, next Thursday, where you can ask your questions in regards to wholesaling real estate with little to no cash or credit. We'll see you on the what?
On the flip side. Thank you guys for joining.
Text me and I'll text you back. Text me and I'll text you back. Text me and I'll text you back. You text me then I'll text you back. Text me then I'll text you back. TikTok, you don't stop. I will help you make your paper stack. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at now? 205-964-5243. Yep.